Really, 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 really made me go into a collapse there.
Yeah, absolutely. Because right now, like, Boombox, he hasn't played that much random, but he used to play Zug quite a bit, and now he's actually as you said, he's playing all the races right now. So basically, that's what he's been up to.
Oh, cool. All right, looks like we're just about to get started. Belshire Vestige for ZVZ. Do you enjoy this map? I mean, it's you play Zerg yourself, so what do you feel about it?
It's a green map.
Does that mean you're automatically biased against it because of its color?
I love it.
Oh, okay, okay,
Because
good. Okay,
basically,
good.
this is so fun because I had two favorite maps. The first one was
Yeah.
Belshire Vestige. That's the best map for me. And the second one is Whirlwind. And I always wonder why Whirlwind and Belshire Vestige. Like Belshire, a really small two-player map, like the second smallest in the map pool. And then you have, Whirlwind, a huge macro map. And those two were the biggest ones. I just won everything on those and I lost everything else on those others. And then I realized, like, actually, like, I get a better mental state of green maps, basically. And the more barren and the more red and dusty they are, the worse. Like, if you go on Red City for me, I just lose right away.
Yeah.
As well,
I mean, Red City is actually probably my worst map as well for Terran. I just feel like it's quite a bad map for Terran. You go up against Protoss or Zerg, doesn't matter what race, and you just feel completely lost in all the wide spaces and all the different cutoffs and collapsible and destructible robs. It's madness, that map.
Yeah, absolutely. And there we are. Anyhow, let's see if both the players are ready. Okay, so Boombox, just a second here. I'm trying to get all the levels going. I have some feedback as saying it's better at least, so it should be much better now. Anyhow, anyhow, green maps, amazing maps. That's basically how it works. They are soothing, relaxing. I just love them.
There is something about a nice verdant panorama to make you feel better about a place. They always say that greener towns and cities make for happier citizens.
It's probably.
Having said that, Birmingham is the greenest city in the UK, and I certainly don't feel like the citizens of Birmingham are the most optimistic of people in the country.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, oh god, Birmingham. I haven't actually been in Birmingham. I'm gonna have to go there someday.
You're not missing a great deal. Centre's quite nice, but anyway, looks like we're going to get in here as we are just loading up into Belshire Vestige LE. Going to be a ZVZ between zeus5 and Poison Hearts. I'd like to introduce our players for a Suig.
Absolutely, spawning here in bottom right corner on Belshire Vestige, playing for Poison Hearts, the Red Zug Boombox.
Boombox, bring in the noise. Up in the top left, we do have for zeus5, it is Macrocalypse? Yeah, that was easy to say. Macrocalypse.
That was easy to say.
As the blue Zerg. Yeah, that is not easy to say. That was a real tongue twister, and I'm a native English speaker. That's quite embarrassing. Moving swiftly on.
Think how it is for us from Sweden and Germany. It's impossible.
Yeah. No, I feel for you guys. No overlords in production for both of these guys, and they have droned all the way up for 10. There we do have an overlord, and there we go for both of them. So interesting that I felt like the 9 overlord was more standard, but for some Zergs it is a stylistic choice to go for the overlord at 10, getting that extractor trick as well, getting out that extra 11th drone.
Yeah, that is actually a really good move because it does give you that extra mining time on that one drone, so it's a really good move, and I really like people who do that.
I remember Nesty doing that back in the day.
Oh.
No other Zerg was doing that. They were all safely getting their overlords on 9, and he'd go up to, I think he'd do that double extractor trick and get out the 2 extra drones. And by that point, from the cancellation, you've lost so much more minerals that it's from cancelling 2 extractors, it's like barely worth it. But, that's Nesty.
Yeah, I remember someone doing the math of it, and it was basically, by the way, anyhow, we do see Boombox with the hatch first, same going for Macrocalypse. Oh god, that was actually really hard.
Macrocalypse. It looks like he's going to get some Boombox here, trying to put down his hatchery, but getting chased away in the drone war here, and this is going to put Macrocalypse in a little bit of an advantage.
Yeah, it absolutely will, and this is why a scouting drone can be really good at times. And look at that, now Boombox actually changed his mind and going for the spawning pool first, so that actually did so much damage.
Really did. I mean, obviously he wants to try and spend his money in some way, shape, or form. I mean, it's kind of like when a Protoss gets their Nexus blocked by an eBay. You don't just want to bank that money. You want to actually spend it on stuff so that your builder is at least somewhat efficient. We have a gas coming down here for Boombox, and what's the follow-up from Macrocalypse? Looks like he's just put his pull down. No gas just yet.
He should be getting the gas in a second, though, I do believe. Unless he wants to go... This is one of the maps you can actually go for... gasless. Sorry, I'm just messing up here. Sorry, gasless. If you want to go gasless style, you can just go to third queen, get the creep spread going, and then wall off. Because it's not like Neoplanet S or something like a really tight wall, but still you can wall off fairly easily here.
Yeah, you certainly can. And why stop at 3 queens? I mean, I go up to 6 queens, but don't listen to me because I know very little about ZVZ. I just like making queens.
I would say please to never make 6 queens in ZVZ.
Okay, so still, yeah, gasless opening then from Macrocalypse, and this is the second time we've seen this we saw this in the last ZVZ as well. So perhaps this is a stylistic preference from the zeus5 players. I mean, who knows?
I could actually see that coming because I mean, clans like these, Poison Heart and the zeus5, they both of the clans do practice quite a bit, I do believe. So at least I know that Poison Hearts do quite a lot practice with each other, and that you do take after each other's styles. I mean, when I practice with Winter, he's extremely aggressive, and he's really aggressive Zug, so that made me more aggressive as well. So you do take after each other.
I think that's a fair point. I mean, if you're going to be training with somebody, you're going to be picking up bits of their styles. It's all gonna wash over into the clan generally. We have Zergling speed now started. The bullet boost is on its way for Boombox, so pretty standard play out of him. Another round of 5 drones coming in there. 2 Zerglings run their way into the main for Boombox as well. They're going to get chased out by the Queen. Just obviously scouting. His own Zerglings can try and pick those off as well, but I think they're just going to be able to run away there. No, just go for the fight, and he ends up losing 2. That was a bit careless.
Yeah, that was actually not something good for him, and now he can't scout for more Zerglings, which means that he can only have those Overlords, hoping no all-in comes. And look at that, 3 Spine Crawlers. He actually puts down 3 Spine Crawlers, just in case, because he knows now that because he lost those Zerglings, he can't scout for the all-in, and that means that Boombox right now, he's just going to get a Baneless Spine Crawler, and he's going to be so safe, and he's droning up behind this.
He is droning up behind this. Speaking of tech as well, we've got the Roach Warren coming down now from Macrocalypse. This was not scouted, I believe, by the Poison Hearts player. In fact, no, I beg your pardon. He did see it, where he saw it building. Whether or not he actually saw it and recognised it for what it was, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, we're going to see him. But he should know, though, it can't be a baiting nest at this late into the game. It shouldn't be, at least. And this is really standard. I mean, if he just, goes with the lings here, he's going to poke a bit with these lings. He can't do any damage, but he can still poke and be a bit annoying. Maybe pick off the drone here. A really nice pick off. And, just being a, general nuisance. He's actually getting Overlord speed.
Every drone counts, in ZVZ. Every drone counts. So just being able to pick off 1 or 2 and getting that map control, it's so important.
Indeed, and Macrocalypse hasn't remade the Evo Chamber yet, and that's the question. Why hasn't he? Is he going for the push instead?
Slight oversight there. Trying to pick off this Queen. The Spine Crawler is doing some work as well. He manages to get a little trap on them. Prevents the surround. That Queen escapes with her life. Bit bruised, but she will, of course, heal in due course. First roaches have popped up for Macrocalypse as well, so he's going to be pretty safe now. I mean, roaches against Ling Bling, they're going to do fine in the appropriate amount of numbers, especially with that wall off.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, Boombox right now getting double Evo Chamber and Roach for himself, so he'll be going for those upgrades as well. He just needs to get that carapace as soon as possible. He will have a carapace before his opponent, so that'll be a great thing for him. And it will make a big difference, but also he's getting the 3rd base way before his opponent, and that is a huge thing.
Yeah, it definitely does come in handy. I mean, it's that extra production, it's the extra gas income as well. So important in ZVZ as it approaches the mid to late game. Zergling's poking at the front, not getting it a lot done. These players dead even on supply, pretty much. Worker supply, though, favouring Macrocalypse at the moment with a 53 drone count to 44 of his opponent. The army supply, though, favouring... I beg your pardon. The drone count actually favouring Boombox, and the army supply favouring Macrocalypse. Got my colours crossed there.
Yeah, I actually did the same until you pointed that out. So, yeah, Boombox right now in a great position, and he does have a great set of upgrades incoming here. Of course, Macrocalypse will try to get that as well, of course. And both going for pure roach right now. So the interesting thing to look for, of course, this Ling run by is not actually going to do anything. But something really important to look for is if the tech behind this, because both got La, and if someone gets Hydrogen or Infestation Pit, that is, less roaches, but, the potential to do so much more damage.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, certainly we've got Macrocalypse committing to the Zergling speed as it is on the way now. Um, sorry, I beg your pardon. The Roach speed as that is on the way. Glial Constitution. Overseer coming down as well. Wants to try and get a scout on his opponent. No obvious tech choices though, so both just content to stay on Roach tech for the time being.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's something we do see in CVC quite a lot. I mean, take Hyun versus Jadon, for instance. I mean, they just went Roach against Roach versus Roach all the way. And no one actually daring to get those Hydras or Infestors for quite some time. And that is such a, it's such a bland style, but no one actually does doing it because of the fact that then you have less roaches and then you just might die, basically.
Yeah, I mean it's almost like they're kind of gambling with each other, trying to see okay who's going to be willing to break tech. And actually, speaking of which, we do have for Boombox the Hydralisk then going down now, timed up nicely with his +2 attack also on the way, +2 attack also on the way for his opponent too. But it looks like Hydralisk are going to be his follow up here.
And look at what Macrocalypse is doing. He has so many roaches. He's pushing out with 26 roaches against 14 only. And that is 34 now against 14. And Boombox sees this incoming. He's getting a ton of roaches, but will be enough. He only has one Spinecaller back home. And these Evo Chambers might be picked off as well. And here we go.
Good concave was set up there for Boombox, but just aren't enough roaches. The roaches here from Macrocalypse really doing some work, chewing their way through these roaches. The acid is flying everywhere as it pushes them back.
Yeah, look at that,
Great
Macrocalypse.
engagement from Macrocalypse.
Yeah, and he could actually kill off the Evo Chambers or the Roach Swarm. Both would be huge to pick off. Actually, he wants to take the fight to the third here, it looks like. And, I mean, Boombox right now, he has to be careful.
He certainly does have to be careful. In fact, the roaches are trapped behind this queen. I feel like they could have gotten such a better concave. And it looks like this hatchery is going to go down as well. So great snipe there from Macrocalypse, and he also gets to pick off a few of the drones too, and manages to pull away with the rest of his roaches. So fantastic play there from Macrocalypse. Committed, didn't lose many of his roaches as well, so he gets away with a decent chunk. He is getting pursued by Boombox though, so our Poison Heartzerg here looking to try and get something done in return. The third for Macrocalypse did get taken out though, so we may have missed that in fact.
Yeah, he did take it out with a Ling run by to the side here during the engagement, so that was actually a great move from Boombox. He saw that, okay, I can't hold this, I must do damage to him, and that was a great move. I think the Macrocalypse, he should have focused the Roach Warren in the Evo Chambers. That would have done so much more damage in the long term, I think. If we wanted to kill him, of course.
I agree with you completely. You know, he was right there. He was absolutely right there. He could have sniped 2, 3, 4 tech structures. I mean, the Baneling Nest is right there as well. No harm in taking that out.
Yeah,
instead he
indeed.
chose to go for the third, but lost his own third in the process. So, you know, if we look at the supplies, it's still really even. In fact, Boombox is doing fine.
Yeah, absolutely. He's doing great right now, and sure, he's in a defensive position, and they're getting their thirds at about the same time. A nice small skirmish here on the side for Macrocalypse, actually killing off a few roaches here. Nice move, but still, I mean, they're just posturing basically. But Boombox has the tech, and that's the important thing here. He does have higher range already. Gonna get that speed probably quite soon, and then just go for a ton of Hydras. Look at how much gas he has. That's all gonna go into Hydras.
Of course, the Hydras are quite gas intensive. It's surprising they are degas, which you will eat through when you're trying to produce them in great number. We see 4 in the production tab already. I'd expect him to climb that number to quite a few more.
Absolutely. Right now, it's only the minerals keeping him back, though, so he needs to just keep making more and more Hydralisks. But remember, the more Hydras he gets against Macrocalypse, the better for him. Though, see, the supplies are quite even, and Boombox is way ahead in workers. I think Macrocalypse should have a better army supply, but he doesn't.
Yeah, let's have a look. The army supply is 130 for Macrocalypse, I believe, against 124 of Boombox, now pulling that up to 128 with the addition of extra Hydralisks. And the worker supply, as you say, does favour the Poison Heartzerg, and he is taking his 4th base as well. This is a brave choice. I fear for him if he's actually able to hold this on or not.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is right now that he's actually getting the Infestation Pit as well, and if he gets those Infestors out, that's a huge thing, because Macrocalypse right now, he doesn't teching. He has 2-2 right now, and the same goes for Boombox, so they both have 2-2, but those Hydras would do so much damage, and even though he doesn't have way too many right now, they still would do so much more damage than any Roach.
Exactly. I mean, he's got ample roaches to tank at the front, and then he's got those hydras for the DPS coming out from behind. He's got the range, so they're going to be able to kite. And of course, he's got the speed as well, so they are actually going to be able to kite. Hydras and Hots, obviously, getting that nice little speed buff, so makes them much more useful in ZVZ. In fact, in all matchups. We've got the Hive and Pathogen that's coming down now as well for Boombox, and he is pushing up the front, clearing away the creep tumors with this Overseer.
Yeah, and here comes Microcalypse. He's posturing. He doesn't want to let the ramp up, and I don't feel Boomer should attack in here. He's getting past